Hello, welcome back. I'm Noreen Burke, owner of Call Clutter Fairy Home Organizing, and this is my YouTube channel, The Crafty Organizer. I love bringing you tips on how to get organized, declutter. I sprinkle in some DIYs, upcycles, and crafts, but today I get to bring you a product review. So let's go. This is my garage. I have it quartered off, so each quarter has a different function. The area I'm in right now serves as my office, my craft room, and where I film my YouTube videos. Behind me is all storage. The front other quarter is where I have my laundry room, and the back quarter is where I have my tools, my workbench, my favorite area. Now, if you're interested in seeing my garage, I have a whole video on when I did my makeover. I completely reorganized my garage at the beginning of spring, and one of the things I got to get was a pegboard. I was really excited about this pegboard. I loved the way the board's installed, but once I actually started putting my tools on it, it became a whole different story. I had a lot of comments saying the pegs that I had were the wrong size. I didn't even know pegs came in sizes. But what I had bought was a kit, so I was really disappointed with the fact that these pegs fell out every time I touched them. It prevented me from putting some of the tools that I wanted on my pegboard because they were falling down. So I used it, but I haven't been too happy with it. And it's kept me from putting a pegboard in my craft area because of this very reason. So when Mad Tools reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review their pegs, I decided to go ahead and check it out. I loved their website, I loved the reviews they had, but there were a few pieces that I saw that I was so interested because they would be great in a workshop, but I thought they would double really well in a craft room. So that's what we're going to look at. So to start off, I just got a basic pegboard from Lowe's. I think the half sheet is 4 feet by 4 feet, and it was right around $10. The other thing you will need to buy is a furring strip to go behind, and here's why. If you just attach your pegboard directly to the wall, then there isn't any place for the peg to go. So as demonstrated here, when I slide it in, it needs to have room to maneuver inside. So please make sure you have some furring strips. To put in my strips, I just drilled a hole, and because I'm putting this in a bookcase, I am attaching my furring strips to the sides as opposed to the back, because the back of my bookcase is beadboard. Once my strips were in, I had my board all painted into the color that I wanted, and it was time to install it. This was as easy as just adding a few screws through the pegboard right into those furring strips, and then we get to the fun part, looking at my Mad Tool pegs. I was so excited about some of these pieces. This is the one I was most excited about, but they sent me baskets, they sent me this measuring tape holder, and this towel holder, you guys. This is where I was dying to try their product. The crafting possibilities on this item alone are crazy. Think about all the ribbon or washi tape you could stick on this little guy. But I was also really impressed with their baskets. They looked really sturdy, and they had great sizes. They had the large, medium, and then the small basket, which gives you a lot of storage possibilities. This was the other item. So this is meant for a measuring tape. So it has a little basket on the front with a measuring tape holder. It has another compartment for taller things like pens or screwdrivers, but then it has a slot in the back. Oh my gosh. And my first thought was my scraper. And if you've watched me before, you know I use my scraper for everything. So I laid everything out, and then it was time to start looking at what I wanted my pegboard to be, how I wanted it laid out, and what I wanted to be in arm's reach. But right from the start, one of the things I noticed is their ring tool holder was perfect for my scissors. And I know I look like a dork being so excited about this, but the set I got previously couldn't hold any weight. So the fact that these not only held my scissors, but allowed them to stay in the board really secure, I was really excited. So I started placing, like I said, the things that I want in immediate touch. This is my desk, so when I'm reaching for things in crafting, I want everything super accessible. Then I set up the tape holder And instead of putting pins in, I added some styrofoam at the bottom, which happened to come when it was shipped. And this allowed me to have a wonderfully easy place to store all of my X-Acto knives. And then look at how nicely my scraper fits behind there. I'm always suggesting when you're designing a space, sit down so you know what's really easy to reach for. The things that you use most often should just be right within reach. And then those things that aren't as frequently touched can go up around the areas that you have to reach a little bit more for. So I started placing different things just to see how I liked it. Some I liked, some I didn't. A lot of this for me needs to be visually appealing as well as functional. So I wanted to add some decorative touches. This is when I started getting my mojo in, and I really liked the way it was coming together. I wanted to save my wire baskets for my workbench, so I got some of my Dollar Tree baskets. I broadened the hole a little bit with my X-Acto knife, and then I fit in their small J hook. And this fits so nicely on the board. I think it looks great, and I cannot tell you how sturdy this is. So here's the finished board, and I am in love with it. The way it looks is fantastic. These pegs are so sturdy, you guys. I am not even kidding. If I had known that my workbench could have been this way, I would have bought these months ago. So for those of you who were mentioning that there's thicker hooks, thank you. I wish I had listened earlier. Here's how the towel bar works. There's a small hook that goes inside of it, and it's much easier when you have two hands, but I'm using it for my paper towels so that if I make a mess, I can. But again, ribbons, washi tapes, bigger tools, I am so excited about the possibilities. And with the shelf on top, it just gives you a lot of versatility and adds a functional but decorative touch to your pegboard. I've got some long hooks for the tape. You know I use my duct tape all of the time. And then the small J hooks are holding my basket. The ring hooks are holding my scissors, and yeah, I swear I'm so excited about this tape holder. It works perfectly to fit my tape measure inside, which I reach for all the time. My scraper is so easy to access, and it has a home, which before I was always searching for it. This basket is super deep, so I'm able to fit a couple of my other tools out that I want to keep safe. My knife is one of them. But then every one of my X-Acto knives fits inside of here. This double straight hook I'm sure had a different function. For me, I decided it was the perfect thing to hold my cutting boards upright. This is something I've always struggled with on where to put them because they fall over. It allows me to get my cutting mats behind it. It keeps them out of the way. But look at what it's holding. It's a glue gun holder for me, and it works so well. This is the silliest thing, and I'm sure the owners of this company are going, no. But you guys, I was doing cartwheels over this. I'm so excited about it being a holder for my glue gun. I love it. So here's what else I did. I added a couple more straight hooks to hold my twine because I use that on a lot of different crafts. Again, my clamps I use often, so I played around with this. Everything is so easy to reach. Every item. When I'm crafting, if you're like me, I make a mess. I set things down, I set something else on top of it. Now I'm shifting things around to find my tools, and it's super frustrating. Now, as soon as I use a tool, I can easily place it right back on the pegboard. I don't lose it. I know where it's at. My surface area stays clean, and the aesthetic of this is just beautiful. So the sets that they sent me allowed me to not only do my craft area, but I had enough left over to begin my workbench. So once again, I laid out what I had, and I just want to show you the difference between the initial one and the Mad Tools. The bottom one is the Mad Tools, and you can see how much thicker it is. These are really heavy duty, so I am extremely impressed with these. So I swapped out every single hook. Now I'm able to keep my heavier things like my staple gun up there, as well as my vacuum. I like to have that on there. And before, every time I would touch them, the hook would fall and I would lose it. Now they're in snug, they don't move, I can grab my things, hang it back up. amazing. Really happy with these. But here's the surprising thing, you guys. You know I'm frugal. The price point on the Mad Tools hooks is so affordable, and I was really surprised by that. I've had a couple of other companies reach out to me before, and I'm always hesitant to proceed because I feel like if I wouldn't buy it, if it doesn't reach my budget, then I'm not going to suggest it to you guys. As soon as I looked at their website, I was really impressed with the fact that this is something I would buy on my own. You can get 10 hooks for under $5, and I think that's so affordable, especially with the quality of these. So you could put together your own kit by selecting the sizes that you want. They have so many selections and options. So check out all of the different hooks and pegs that they have. They have some fun accessories. I love these different hooks. These are what let me hold so many of my different tools before. The ring hook was one of my favorites for my scissors, but I also used it in my workbench area for my screwdrivers, for some other sharp, long tools that I have. So that one was absolutely my favorite. And like I said, a 10-pack for $5, that is incredible. Here's the specialty accessories, the paper towel holder, the baskets, which are amazing. I love them very much. And then the measuring tape holder was just by far the most amazing thing I've seen, and I think is really what has made my craft area so amazing. If you're considering starting a pegboard and you're really not sure what to get, what I recommend the most is getting the accessory kit. It's a 60-piece set that comes with the 3 baskets and a variety of small J hooks, L hooks, and long pegs. And it gives you a little booklet which kind of tells you what you could be using them for. This allowed me to put together everything I needed on my craft board as well as my tool bench area. And I still have pieces left over. I cannot recommend these anymore. I think this is just one of the best products I've been sent. And I don't review all of them. As you know, you haven't seen a lot of these review videos, because if I don't feel like I would buy it, use it, and shout about it, then I don't do a video on it. Mad Tools gets a full 5 wings from me because I think they were just wonderful, and I am ridiculously excited about my craft board and my tool board. I'd love to know in the comments below, do you have a pegboard or have you been thinking about getting one? If you have, show me a picture. I've got my Facebook link in the description below. I'd love to see how you set up your pegboards. I think there's so many amazing ideas and ways to use things, and that's what I like about these hooks from Mad Tools, is they really are so versatile. So make sure to send me a picture on Facebook. I'd love to see what you do. Also, I will have Mad Tools link in the description below. I think they're super affordable, but I am hoping that they give me a little discount code to share with you guys. If I get one, I'll have that in the description below as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to click that subscribe button if you like videos like this. I'm also doing another viewer room this week. I'm so excited. It's a big craft room, so I get to live vicariously in this giant space and set it up. So make sure you're subscribed so that you'll see it when it gets posted. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in just a few days. Bye!